Have you ever stopped to think that the pills you swallow every single day might be quietly robbing you of your memories? It sounds frightening, but the reality is that some of the most commonly used medications sitting right in your medicine cabinet could actually be raising your chances of developing dementia. In this presentation, we're going to carefully examine 4 widely used drugs that science has linked to memory loss, medications that could be putting your brain at serious risk. From unexpected side effects you probably haven't heard of, to simple and practical steps you can take to protect yourself, we'll be revealing everything you need to know. Make sure you stay with me all the way until the end, because understanding these hidden risks might be the key to protecting your memory and keeping your brain sharp and healthy for the future. This could truly be life-saving information that you don't want to miss. Before we get into it, I'd really appreciate your support. If you find value in this video, please give a thumbs up. That small action helps me keep sharing important health lessons. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you do so and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any upcoming videos. One more thing, if you enjoy this content, drop the number 1 in the comments below. If you don't find it helpful, comment 0, so I'll know and work on creating something even better for you. Now let's dive in. Number 1, anticholinergic medications. Among the drugs most strongly connected to a higher risk of dementia in older adults, anticholinergic medications stand out as some of the most common and concerning. Doctors often prescribe them for a wide range of conditions, everything from allergies, bladder control issues, and trouble sleeping to depression and digestive problems like irritable bowel syndrome. On the surface, they may look harmless. They offer quick relief from irritating symptoms like constant sneezing, frequent bathroom trips, or sleepless nights. But the way they work is by blocking a brain chemical called acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that plays a crucial role in memory, learning, focus, and overall brain activity. This is exactly why experts are worried, especially when it comes to seniors. Acetylcholine is like the foundation stone of healthy brain function. It helps brain cells communicate, strengthens memory storage, and supports critical thinking. When anticholinergic drugs reduce or block this chemical, even for a short time, it can cause issues like confusion, forgetfulness, trouble paying attention, and in some cases, even delirium. For younger people, the effects are usually mild and often fade when the medication is stopped. But for older adults, especially those over 65 whose brains are already more fragile due to natural aging or existing health concerns, the damage can be much more serious. In fact, many studies have shown that long-term use of anticholinergics not only speeds up cognitive decline, but also significantly raises the likelihood of developing dementia, including Alzheimer's disease. What makes this even more troubling is how often these drugs are used and how little awareness there is about their hidden risks. Many people take them for years without realizing what they may be doing to their brains. And it's not just prescription drugs. These chemicals are also hidden in common over-the-counter medicines, like certain allergy pills. A good example is diphenhydramine, the active ingredient in Benadryl, as well as in some over-the-counter sleep aids and cold remedies. Older adults often end up taking more than one of these types of medications at the same time without knowing it. This creates what experts call an anticholinergic burden. The combined effect of multiple drugs adds up in the body, magnifying the risks to memory and thinking. Sometimes the warning signs don't even show until the impairment has already become severe. Take Mary's story. For instance, she's a 74-year-old retired woman from Ohio. For years, she managed her seasonal allergies with an over-the-counter antihistamine, and she also took a prescribed drug for bladder control, both of which had anticholinergic effects. At first, these medications were a blessing. They gave her comfort and allowed her to enjoy daily life again. But as the years went on, Mary began to notice troubling changes. She often forgot names, misplaced things, and felt a constant mental fog. She assumed it was just part of getting older. During a routine medication check, however, a pharmacist spotted the problem. The drugs she was taking were likely contributing to her memory issues. With her doctor's guidance, Mary switched to safer alternatives. She moved to a non-anticholinergic allergy medicine and began bladder training exercises instead of relying on medication. Within a few months, the difference was striking. Her memory sharpened, she could focus better, and she felt mentally alert again. Her case shows just how powerful the right medication changes can be. The tricky part is that most people don't know about these risks. Many seniors assume that over-the-counter pills are completely safe since they don't require a prescription. But the truth is, in older bodies that process drugs more slowly, even small doses can build up and gradually chip away at brain health. Research published in respected journals like JAMA Internal Medicine confirms that long-term use of strong anticholinergics can increase dementia risk by up to 50% in certain groups of people. And considering that most seniors already juggle multiple prescriptions for chronic conditions, the danger of drug interactions and cumulative effects is even higher. So what can be done? The best defense is being proactive. Seniors should regularly go through their medication list with a healthcare provider, ideally a pharmacist or a geriatrician who understands anticholinergic effects. Some important questions to ask include, do any of my current medicines have anticholinergic properties? Are there safer alternatives for my condition? Could lifestyle changes, therapy, or non-drug treatments work just as well? Thankfully, in many cases, there are safer options. For example, non-anticholinergic allergy medicines, bladder training, or diet adjustments for stomach issues can often work just as effectively without putting memory at risk. The goal isn't to abandon treatment altogether. It's about choosing smarter, brain-protective solutions. This may involve lowering doses, switching to drugs with fewer side effects, or trying therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy or physical exercises instead. Being alert to the side effects of medications gives older adults a way to protect their mental sharpness while still managing health issues. By recognizing the risks of anticholinergic drugs and demanding safer choices, seniors can take control of their future, safeguarding their memory and quality of life for the long term. If you're still watching this and learning something valuable, type 1 in the comments, so I know you're with me. Thank you for your time. Now, let's move on to the second type of medication that doctors say could harm your memory: sleep aids and sedatives. Dihydramine, a widely used compound, is part of the first generation of antihistamines. It has powerful anticholinergic effects, meaning it blocks acetylcholine, a key brain chemical responsible for memory, focus, and other thinking processes. When this messenger is suppressed for long periods, the brain begins to show declines in sharpness. People may notice trouble remembering things that just happened, difficulty solving problems, and even episodes of confusion about where they are. For older adults, whose brains are already more sensitive to aging, these side effects can appear stronger and may resemble or even speed up signs of dementia. Take, for instance, Joseph, a 75-year-old retired mechanic living in Indianapolis. Joseph had been battling arthritis in his knees for years and often found himself tossing and turning at night because of pain. A friend suggested he try an over-the-counter nighttime pain reliever, so Joe began using it several times a week. It helped ease his discomfort, allowed him to rest better, and gave him some much-needed relief. But after about a year, his loved ones noticed concerning changes. Joe grew more forgetful, struggled to recall recent conversations, and even lost his bearings in familiar places like his neighborhood supermarket. Alarmed, his daughter worried he might be developing Alzheimer's, so she took him to see a geriatric specialist. The doctor carefully reviewed Joe's medical history, daily routines, and especially his medications. What stood out was his frequent use of PM pain relievers containing dihydramine. The physician explained that this medication was most likely contributing to his memory lapses and disorientation. With proper guidance, Joe began tapering off the drug. Instead, he switched to pain medications that don't sedate the brain and added natural sleep strategies like sticking to a regular bedtime and practicing calming routines. Within several months, his family began to see progress. His thinking became clearer and his memory improved, though not every symptom disappeared completely, showing how critical it is to act early. The danger with OTC nighttime pain medications lies in their easy availability. Since they can be bought in any pharmacy, grocery store, or even online without a prescription, people assume they are safe for long-term use. Yet research, including studies published in JAMA Internal Medicine, has revealed that using anticholinergic medications, like common OTC antihistamines, over long periods is linked to a greater risk of developing dementia. Aging brains are less effective at flushing these chemicals out, which means they can build up and cause lasting effects on thinking ability. The risk can also rise when seniors unintentionally take more than one drug with anticholinergic effects, such as combining nighttime pain relievers with certain allergy tablets or prescription medications. This stacking of drugs multiplies the danger. The bigger issue is that many older adults and their caregivers simply don't realize how harmful these PM products can be for memory and brain health. Packaging tends to highlight the positive, pain relief and improved sleep, while leaving potential for cognitive harm less obvious, especially when used for months or years. This is where pharmacists and healthcare providers become essential, as they can help educate people. But individuals must also take responsibility by learning about what they're taking. That means always reading medication labels, looking out for ingredients like dihydramine or doxylamine, and checking with a doctor or pharmacist before using them regularly. Seniors who depend on PM pain relievers do have safer choices. Non-sedating options like standard acetaminophen or ibuprofen, when used correctly under medical advice, can reduce pain without harming the mind. For sleep troubles, drug-free methods can work wonders. Approaches such as cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, CBTI, guided relaxation, or making the bedroom more sleep-friendly are often very effective. Gentle physical activity like yoga, tai chi, or stretching, along with treatments like heat packs or cold compresses, can also help ease pain without resorting to sedating pills. Family members and caregivers should stay watchful, noticing any mental changes, and bringing them up with healthcare providers. Protecting brain health as you get older means paying attention to every medicine you use, not just those prescribed by a doctor. Over-the-counter products may seem harmless, but the risks build up quietly with time. By staying educated, asking the right questions, and exploring safer solutions, seniors can preserve their memory, clarity, and overall quality of life. Information truly is power, and being mindful what goes into your body is one of the strongest defenses for both physical and mental well-being. If this discussion helped you, we'd love your support. Hit like, share this video, and subscribe so you don't miss our next health breakdowns. Your involvement motivates us to keep delivering insights that protect and empower. And if you're still watching, drop a number 4 in the comments so I know you're with me. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you're always up to date. Together, we can keep spreading awareness and fighting for healthier aging. That's the end of today's in-depth look at 4 everyday medications tied to memory problems and dementia risk. But now, I want to hear from you. What's one thing you're taking away from this video that made you stop and think about your health? Is it a medication you'll now review with your doctor? Or maybe a new lifestyle step you'll try to better protect your memory? Share it with us in the comments so we can start a conversation. If this video opened your eyes, don't leave without dropping a comment and hitting like, share, and subscribe for more powerful health guidance. Stay informed, stay strong, and we'll catch you in the next video.